Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. Today I'm bringing you what I hope will be a bit of a fun video. I wanted to put on some makeup because my husband and I are going to be going out to dinner tonight and I wanted to look nice for him, so I'm taking a break from working on my thesis to apply some makeup. But the makeup I'm going to be applying today, as you probably guessed from the title of this video, is going to be makeup that I am decluttering. So this is kind of the last shot for this makeup to stay in my collection. I'm sure you guys have heard me say this a million times now, but I am moving, and in the process of getting ready to move, I've really been doing a big declutter of our apartment in general. I've been going through my closet, just going through everything. It's like we have not used it in the nearly 3 years we've lived here. We just really haven't reached for it in a long time. Like, it's going, like, basically Marie Kondoing everything. And that includes my makeup, because I'm coming to the realization that I'm going to have to move all my makeup and skincare that I own, and I am trying to declutter some of it. Because I have a tendency to hold on to products because I'm like, even if I don't like them or don't reach for them, I'm like, well, as a YouTuber, I should have this product on hand so I can reference it, blah, 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 blah. I can reference it even if I don't physically have it. I can say I own this product, and the fact that I got rid of it tells you what I think about the product. So I have nearly a full face of products I am decluttering. I have other ones that I'm decluttering other than the ones I'm showing in this video. I just picked some that I thought would be fun to give one more shot to. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I will know to do this again in the future, because I really need to stay on top of decluttering my makeup. And when I'm decluttering it, I'm going to, if it's old, it's gonna have to go to the trash. But if I think it might work for somebody, one of my friends, my family member, I will give them the opportunity to give it a new home if they would like. Don't hold me to this, but I'm thinking maybe once I move, I'll do an updated makeup collection video, because I'm trying to figure out new storage for my makeup. Our new apartment's gonna have a little bit more room, so that's gonna give me a little bit more freedom to do that. So yeah, there may be kind of like a new makeup collection video coming out too. So we'll see if that happens, but I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. First off, I'm going to be using this Honest Beauty cream foundation. I have the shade Snow, which is the lightest shade. It's not a great shade match for me, as you can see, but the real reason I didn't like this foundation initially was I found it to be kind of dry. So I am going to first go in with the Ilia True Skin Priming Serum. I like this under drier foundations, and I didn't own this initially when I was trying out the foundation because this is new. So this is going to be kind of the final shot for that foundation and see if it works with this primer. I don't think so. The problem is I really like the Au Naturel stick foundation, so if I'm gonna do a cream foundation, I'd really rather just use that one, and the shade match is much better for me, so we will see though. Okay, so here's the thing. The shade actually blends out better than it looks just in the pan. It's not a horrible shade match for me. I've kind of forgotten that. My main complaint with the foundation is I really do feel like it's sitting on top of the skin, and that's what I remembered it doing. And anywhere I have a remotely dry patch on my skin, it is just clinging to that dry patch. I have a little bit of dryness on my forehead and a little bit on my cheek over here, and I can just see it clinging to that. There are foundations that just look better. Like, I really do feel like this one just looks like it's sitting on my skin. I do have to say though that using the Ilia primer did help it blend out better. So definitely if you have this on hand or struggling to get it to work. I would rarely recommend going in with a whole bunch of moisturizing products underneath it because that definitely seems to help it. I have foundations that I like much better. So this one is still gonna be going. And what I'm gonna be using for blush today is the Honest Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Rose Pink. In a similar way to the foundation, there are just better cream blushes that I own, and I didn't find this one to be that long wearing on my cheeks. I do have oily skin, which is also the interesting reason why I don't think the Honest Beauty foundation is that great, because I have oily skin and I still have issues with it being dry and clinging to dry patches. But because I have oily skin, it seems to just break down this blush really quickly, but the color is pretty, so it's just not the best formula though. So like I said, the color is nice. It's just a nice pink. It's not too orange. It's not too bright. It's just a nice color, but it is a little bit difficult to blend out, and I don't find it to be that long wearing. So I would just pass on this one, which is why I'm decluttering it. I don't have a concealer that I am decluttering at the moment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump off camera and put on some concealer. So I've got some concealer on, and I do have a setting powder that I'm going to be decluttering, and this is a new one from Pacifica. This is the Pacifica Crystal Rays Luminous Translucent Setting Powder. I recently tried out a lot of new Pacifica makeup, and I liked a lot of them, and so I picked up this translucent setting powder thinking that this could maybe be kind of like a more accessible, I'm gonna call it an accessible dupe for the 14E setting powder, because it said it was luminous, but I was not anticipating was it being straight up glittery. So that's really my main issue with this, is it's like glittery, but I don't know how to use it because it's so glittery. It's not really a highlighter, but it's like a glittery setting powder, which is just odd. I do like the packaging though. I will give it that. It's got this like nice locking, like it's a totally locking sifter. You like lift it up and then it's got like the powder underneath. So I like that about it. It's just not a great setting powder because it's glittery, which you'll see. So I had high hopes for it. It's just not all I hoped it to be. Okay, so I've got this eye set here, and this eye just has the concealer on, but it's not set. And what you can see is that this eye looks kind of pink. It gives it like a pink cast to it, and it's from the glitter that's in this. It kind of gives like a pink shift to it. It's really weird. I've obviously never had another setting powder do that. And I forgot that the other issue I have with the setting powder is it doesn't set very well. Like I have to put a lot on to get the concealer to feel dry. One of my tricks for telling if your concealer is dry or not is I'll take my finger and like touch it like this, and if it's at all sticky, like if your finger sticks at all, it's not set. If you put your finger there and it feels kind of like velvety, that means that it's set. So if you have a hard time judging how much setting powder you need, like that's how I tell. And I just have to keep putting more and more and more of this powder on in order to actually get to set. And I don't like the way it gives my eye a bit of a pink cast. It is brightening, I will give it that. It is brightening, but I don't like the way it changes the shade of the concealer underneath it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my other eye, and then I'm also going to powder my face, and then I will meet back with you. The next product that I am going to be decluttering is this highlighter, and this is one from PYT Beauty, and this is their upgrade highlighter in the shade Courtside. And my issue with this is this thing is like straight up glitter, and there are just so many better highlights out there than this one. If you want another affordable option that's also vegan and cruelty-free, just go for the Root White Gold. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I mean by this one just being really glittery. I feel like sometimes on camera it doesn't show up the same way it does in person, but I think you'll be able to get the general gist of why I don't like this. And I should also note that I feel like I have foundation on, with the Honest Beauty foundation. And I think that's part of the reason why I didn't like it initially. Like, there are so many other foundations that just feel so much more lightweight and so much more comfortable. This one's just a no-go for me. I'm getting the highlighter on my brush and I can actually see the glitter on the brush bristles itself, so. It looks pretty on, but it looks like straight up glitter if you get close to me at all. Like, it just looks like it's sitting on top of the skin. It's nice for filming in camera, but otherwise it is just not great for real life. The next product is one that I am really dreading using because I really disliked this product last time I used it and I have no idea why it is still in my makeup collection. And this is the Ilia Brow Gel. I have the shade medium brown. I did a video all about this. I compared it to the 100% Pure Brow Gel and the Juice Beauty Brow Envy Gel. I will link that video up above. The short of the matter is this one was really clumpy and just like would not go into my brows properly. And I hated it. And this is really hard for me to say because I love Ilia. Like, one of my favorite foundations of all time is the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. So just because I'm decluttering a product does not mean I don't like the brand. With Honest Beauty, I love their mascara. With Pacifica, I love their new light foundation. There are products from these brands that I absolutely love and adore. PYT Beauty, I really like their blush, but this brow gel is just no bueno. Hopefully this brow gel doesn't end up looking too bad, but it probably will. It's already clumpy. It's clumpy on the tube. Do you see that? Like, do you see the clumps on the tube and on the bristle itself? Like, it is so clumpy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if I can get this to not be completely terrible. It's still pretty bad. Basically, the only way to kind of circumvent the clumpiness is by putting very little on, but even then, like, it is still clumpy. Like, if you got up close and looked at my brows, you would definitely see clumps of the brow gel itself in my brows. I don't know, maybe I got a bad one, but this is just not a good brow gel. Like, the 100% Pure, much better. The Juice Beauty brow gel, much better. If you want a thicker formula, kind of like this one that's better, the Well People one is much better. Just, there are a lot of better options on the market. So we're gonna move on to eyes now, and I'm going to use an eye primer. And this is another product from Ilia. This is their Ilia eye primer. This one's not particularly bad. It's just that the Ilima Pure one is better, and I reach for that one more because the Ilima Pure helps to intensify eyeshadows, whereas this one doesn't. I do think this one does help to control oils on my eyelids a bit, which I will take, but the Ilima Pure one just does a better job of being an eye primer, so I never end up reaching for this, so I'm going to be decluttering it. There's nothing like fundamentally wrong about it, there's just a better one that I like. So the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using today is the Pacifica Pink Nudes palette. I like this eyeshadow palette. I just own so many eyeshadow palettes and there are so many that I just like better than this one and I don't end up reaching for it. So it's not a bad palette. It's taking up space and I'm not using it. So that's why this one's gonna go. So I'm going to just be using this to create an eye look today. So I'm just gonna point to the shadow and show you what I'm doing. I actually kind of like how my eye look turned out. This palette may be reconsidered. It might not actually make it into the declutter pile. So I'm going to play around with this palette some more and figure out whether I actually want to declutter it or not. I haven't reached for it in a long time, but I really do like the way my eye look turned out. It was fun. And the one thing I do like about this palette is you just have a lot of shades, and I feel like that's something that's missing in Non-Toxic Beauty is the ability to build up colors, because I see that in conventional palettes where you have like multiple transition shades where you can kind of slowly build up colors so you can actually get a good blend going. Whereas I feel like with a lot of non-toxic beauty palettes, you kind of just get like a shade and that's it to use as a transition shade. So I do like that about this palette. I don't know, I gotta figure out whether I actually want to get rid of it or not. I do like how my look turned out. So the mascara I was going to use today was this one from PYT Beauty because I am going to be decluttering it. But it's getting a little bit old, and when I opened it up, the primer wand side is definitely a funny color. It's kind of pinkish, and it was clear when I bought it. So that's a sign that definitely just needs to be decluttered without going onto my eye first. The one thing I have against this mascara is I feel like it really never did much for my lashes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara off camera, and then we'll talk about lips. And a lipstick that I am going to be decluttering is this one from 100% Pure. This is their Prickly Pear lipstick. It is their semi-matte lip formula. It's a really pretty color. It's super bright and vibrant. I have nothing against the color. I like the color. The issue is the formula. Actually, I've discovered in general, I don't like 100% Pure lipsticks. I have the 100% Pure antioxidant lipstick in Foxglove. Love the color, don't like the formula. The problem I have with their two different lipstick formulas is they're both drying on the lips. Like, they make my lips feel really dry. And there's just so many other formulas out there nowadays that are better in terms of comfort. And I really have gotten into comfortable lipsticks. So I never reached for this one because this one's really dry. I am going to go ahead and apply this, but it's not gonna look very great because my lips are dry currently, and this lipstick you need like perfectly hydrated lips for. So if it looks kind of bad, that's also why I'm getting rid of it. So here's the lipstick applied. Like I said, the color is really pretty. I feel really springy all of a sudden because of putting on this lipstick color. You can probably see this in the camera, but my lips are really dry and chapped, like right here on my bottom lower lip. And this lipstick like accentuates every bit of that dryness and chappedness. So it's just not my favorite lipstick formula. I tried out the Crop Natural matte lipstick formula. I prefer that one. Ebates Perez also has a more matte bullet lipstick formula. I prefer that one as well. This is just not my favorite lipstick formula, and I don't reach for it because of that. I hope you enjoyed seeing this video of me using products that I'm going to be decluttering. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below so I can do this again for you guys in the future. And if you'd like to see more non-toxic, cruelty-free content, be sure to check out my Instagram. I'll have my handle down below. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!